Google Analytics is a vital part of every healthcare marketer's toolkit. Marketers need visibility throughout the digital journey. And the great news is that GA is used by 4 out of 5 healthcare brands, specifically because it was built to illuminate the full customer journey from top to bottom. So as you can see from this in this funnel over here on the left, it illuminates, which marketing channels worked, how frictionless was a site experience, what is the customer lifetime value of time over time. And as you see on the right here, ultimately this enables a marketer to be able to fine-tune all of these different ingredients for different audiences. Google Analytics 3, also known as Universal Analytics, was built 10 years ago for a much simpler era of measurement landscape. The last 8 years have seen a ramp up in complexity. On the one hand, you've seen more and more browsers deprecating third-party cookies. And then side by side with that, you've also seen privacy legislation dialing up. And meanwhile, we've seen more and more consumers using multiple devices for their journeys. So altogether, now that that healthcare challenge of being able to identify that same oncology physician across multiple sessions, multiple devices, has got much harder. And it's going to get even harder in 2024 when Chrome, which represents 65% of browser market share, is going to become the next major browser, which also deprecates cookies.
And as you all know by now, the UA sunset date for all standard properties, all the non-360 ones, is definitely looming on the horizon. So actually, maybe more like the fourth cloud in the sky. It's coming a lot faster than you think. So on July 1st, standard properties will stop processing new hits, and users will still retain read-only access for the next 12 months. And in next year, July 1st, 2024, GA360 properties will stop processing new hits, and all historical UA data will no longer be available. So definitely now is the time to lay the groundwork for your future measurement strategy with GA4. Don't let a hiccup in data collection or even worse, permanent data losses kind of hamper your measurement experience.
So as we saw in summary, very notable deficiencies of GA3, as we think about the 4 main use cases for healthcare, user journey visibility, we're seeing a much more myopic picture of the audience. Audience building, there's limited capabilities of being able to actionize on those insights. Privacy engineering, you're definitely leaving some risk over there because you're not able to really micromanage the data. IP addresses collected, which is not ideal. And then as far as being able to extract that data for modeling, there is limitations over there, not as much flexibility. And then as we look at the next slide, GA4 is really tailor built for all these use cases. With user journey visibility, you have 4 active identity spaces working together. So where with other analytics tools you are in this landscape losing a lot of your visibility, here you're actually ending up with a better picture than before. And then also with audience building, there's pretty much no limits to being able to identify cases. So as we look at this case for Luxia, you're trying to target towards leukemia patients, oncologists by journey stage. So you could definitely look at that. And then as far as privacy engineering, we have robust controls, privacy engineering. As Derek mentioned, server-side. Server-side is actually a very I think it's an underrated mechanism. And for folks who are not familiar with what server-side is, it means that the data is not really intercepted through the browser. It's basically captured on the back end through Google Marketing Cloud and then sent through a remote arena to other tools. So, as a healthcare brand, this is much less risky because now you're not sending any data through the browsers. And then finally, with custom solution enablement, you're able to extract the data at high scale, be able to customize those models, and really be able to drive differentiation on an ongoing basis.
As far as what this implementation looks like, just to give you a little bit of rundown of our process at Resolute Digital, typically this process takes about 2 to 4 months, and we take a very top-down approach. We don't just come to you and say, what are you measuring now? Let's do a complete replicate of that forward. We really want to make sure that we're thinking about the strategic integrations, core measurement that we're trying to get a hold of, and the intelligence that we want to derive at every stage from discovery through delivery. So really setting up those use cases, defining the appropriate measurement framework, matching where you want to go forward with where you've gone back. So any of the GA3 historical reporting needs, and additionally how we back up again data for historical comparisons as we move you into GA4. We make sure there's a strategic roadmap of where we're going, that we're architecting solutions around that roadmap, really thinking about the data pipeline, the data sources, other channels that we're really wanting to concentrate on that will tell that full funnel, full journey story. We do integration and enrichment with the Google Marketing Cloud and other systems, whether that be your CRM system, CDPs, etc. All of the nitty-gritty data onboarding, tag rebuilding, data layer development, etc. And again, making sure that as we're putting this out or going through the delivery process, that we're continuing to do learning agendas and training for internal folks that are going to be utilizing this data. Maybe it's UI reporting that we need to go into or what have you. And that we're always thinking not only about ensuring that you're getting visibility to the right data, but how can we make this data meaningful for you from a reporting and visualization standpoint? We have tried and true reporting solutions and dashboard solutions that really take into account all of your owned and earned and paid efforts and give you a visibility and a way to really measure and report and derive insights far more quickly from all of the data that GA4 is enabling you to pull forth to fruition. A little bit more about Resolute Digital. Again, this conversation is far more about you and illustrating what GA4 is all about and what it can enable for you. But we really do recommend a tried and true partner to help you navigate your journey as it relates to GA4 migration and beyond. We are a part of the Interpublic Group family. And we hold a very distinguished status as one of the original Google Analytics sales partners dating back to 2009, not to age ourselves. We bring award-winning domain expertise in paid media, cross-channel analytics and optimization, SEO, design and development. Not only do we have extensive capabilities on the analytics and measurement front within Resolute Digital, we also have a beautiful extension within IPG where we can pull in our global analytics teams and partners to complement GA4 data with innovative data engineering solutions, data science and modeling, and really deliver data-informed, omni-channel, customer-informed experiences and customer-focused experiences. Again, mentioning the 2009 thing, obviously this illustrates for you the extensive amount of experience that we have. We have 100+ individual certifications across the GMP and Google Cloud, and we've done over 100+ complex Google Analytics implementations. Not to mention, beyond all of that information, we like to believe that we're just a fun-loving group of data nerds, as I've said before, that really want to bring the best to fruition that we possibly can. And to that point, we are uniquely positioned to deliver high-value GA4 tech services. We are not your run-of-the-mill come to us to do implementation. While we do have very extensive implementation capabilities that I unpacked a couple of slides ago, we also have highly mature business intelligence systems to showcase, as I mentioned, paid, owned, and earned channel and full journey performance stories. We bring a hypothesis-driven approach to our optimization efforts and really feed an ongoing learning process and agenda. Being a Google Analytics sales partner, we can also provide licensing support as well. All of this to say that we're really driving a lot of high value with GA4 because we're really rooted in high fidelity tracking. So we're really tailoring each brand's unique measurement strategy, customer journey, and priority business needs with how we're going to then activate that data. Driving impact through enabling precision audience targeting, business intelligence, and experience optimization, and really providing that holistic strategic partnership and impact. I do see, as we pause for a moment, that we have a couple of questions. A really great one first that I can go ahead and address. What are the benefits of the paid GA4 version and how can we get it? The primary benefits of the premium version or 360 is the guaranteed reliability with the 360 service level agreements or SLAs and elevated customer support of all the features such as collection, reporting, processing, attribution, and especially those BigQuery daily exports. As licensed sales partners, we can help you procure licenses on behalf of Google, and or help understand the level that you or your organization is and help you work through that process. So if in addition to any licensing support that you may need, which we can also provide any consultation and address any additional questions that you may have around feature comparisons in more detail between standard and 360.